You know that look, right? That little flicker in a child's eyes when something just clicks? It's amazing. Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on that magical moment. We're going to explore how their incredible brains are actually wired to learn new things. It is such a fascinating journey. So let's dive right in. I mean, just think about it. Those wobbly first attempts on a bike, or that look of pure concentration right before a puzzle piece snaps into place. It totally feels like magic, doesn't it? But here's the thing. What if I told you it's not magic at all? It's actually this beautiful, predictable process happening deep inside their brain. And it all starts with just one tiny spark. Okay, so let's talk about that first spark, that very beginning of a new idea. When that initial attempt happens, that little flash of insight, what is actually going on inside their brain? All right, to really get a handle on this, you gotta think big. And I mean really big. We're talking about billions. Billions. That is a staggering number of players on the field here. Yep, billions of tiny brain cells, which we call neurons, all starting to talk to each other at once. It's like this massive, buzzing conversation happening inside their head. And every single attempt, every mistake, every tiny little win, it's all part of this incredible dialogue. Okay, so a single spark is awesome, but it's not enough to build a skill that sticks around, right? That initial chatter between the neurons, well, it needs to turn into something more permanent, a reliable, well-worn path. And guess how that happens? You got it, practice. So let's break this down. It all kicks off with a brand new experience, that first time trying something, and that makes a specific group of neurons fire off together. But here's the real secret sauce: repetition. The more your child does that thing over and over, the stronger and faster that connection gets. Think of it like this. They're turning a faint little trail in the woods into a paved superhighway for information. You know, this whole process actually has a pretty cool scientific name. It's called synaptic strengthening. And this is so important to get. Learning isn't just some vague, abstract idea. It's a physical process. Your child is literally physically building new structures inside their brain. That's the real magic, the science, behind memory and mastery. And this, right here, is why mistakes aren't just okay, they are absolutely essential. Every single try, even the wobbly ones, is like laying another brick on that pathway. It's really not about being perfect from the get-go. It's all about the building and rebuilding one attempt at a time. Okay, so we've got the spark from the neurons, and we've got the pathways built by practice. But there is a third, absolutely crucial ingredient that kind of acts like the glue for all of it, and that is emotion. Let's dig into why our feelings are such a powerful fuel for learning. Seriously, let that one sink in for a second. Emotion basically decides what the brain bothers to remember. You can think of it as the brain's save button. Any experience that has an emotional charge to it, joy, excitement, even a little bit of frustration, is way more likely to get filed away as a long-term memory. And you can really see the two sides of this coin here. When a child feels safe and supported, their brain releases dopamine. That's that feel-good chemical that basically screams, hey, pay attention, this is good stuff. It keeps the brain wide open and ready to learn. But when there's fear or pressure, the brain's alarm system, a little part called the amygdala, it just takes over. It floods the body with stress hormones and slams the door shut on new learning. That's why feeling safe isn't just a nice to have, it's completely non-negotiable for a brain that's trying to learn. All right, so the brain has done all this work. It's sparked, it's practiced, it's felt all the feelings. You'd think the job is done for the day, right? Time to clock out? Well, not quite. Turns out some of the most important work for locking in that learning happens when we're not even awake. That's right. While we're sleeping, the brain is pulling an all-nighter. It's on its own little night shift. It's replaying the day's experiences, sorting through all the important information, and deciding which memories are keepers. It's strengthening those new pathways we talked about, and just letting go of whatever isn't needed. So yeah, a good night's sleep isn't just about resting your body. It's a super important study session for the brain. It's what cements all that learning from the day. So now that we get the science behind it all, the sparks, the pathways, the emotions, even the sleep part, the million-dollar question becomes, okay, so what's our role in this? As parents, as teachers, as anyone who cares about a child, how can we best support this amazing process? And listen, if you take away only one thing today, let it be this. Our job isn't to make the brain learn faster. We're not drill sergeants trying to force it to build those pathways. Nope. Our real job is to be more like a gardener, to create that perfect, safe, nurturing environment where growth can just happen. That feeling of safety is the soil for everything else. So what does that actually look like day to day? Well, it's when you celebrate the effort they put into the block tower, not just how tall it got. It's creating a space where they feel safe and supported. It's encouraging them to be curious and to just play. And so importantly, it's allowing them to fail and try again without any shame. When we do these things, we're sending a really powerful message to their brain. We're not just teaching them one skill. We're helping to shape a brain that is resilient, curious, and genuinely loves the whole process of learning. Because in the end, learning isn't just about downloading facts, is it? It's this deeply human experience built on connection and emotion and that feeling of safety. So I want to leave you with this question. Knowing what you know now about how this all works, how will you build a brain that loves to learn?